Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the dating apps and the dangers of the dating apps and how you can minimize some of those mental health brain chemistry problems we're seeing with them. I went to a conference recently about dating apps and I was kind of blown away because believe me, I'm a big proponent of dating apps. I think it offers the user a lot of different people, helps open mindsets, maybe even changes perspectives. And mostly you get to meet people you normally would never meet. And that's, a big deal when people are working and they're working from home, they're not getting out much. Dating apps are very useful. However, if you get into a point where you're using dating apps exclusively, you're going to start seeing some real changes. And one of those is it increases social anxiety because you don't want to go out and you no longer get deep into people. You forget that people are real and have real issues. So what are some of the dangers that we're starting to notice? Well, first of all, they're incredibly addictive. That's right. You get a dopamine rush whenever you get a swipe, a like, an emoji, or any kind of comment. And you might say, well, that's not a big deal. You kind of do that on social media too. Yeah, you do, and it is addictive. However, I want to tell you, when you're dating or looking for a potential partner that's going to determine 90% of your overall life happiness once you end up married and committed to this person, this is a very big deal when you're addicted to a dating app. Number two, it interferes with your lifestyle, like getting to know people, how you normally date. Why? Because you stay in a superficial mode. And when you're with that person, it's hard to generate conversation in real life. And it's also like you don't really want to know all this information about them. You've gotten into a mode where you're just looking at the surface of them and passing through. You don't get into detail. You don't understand what's going on in their life. It's hard to make a commitment. You're loosely attached to this person on screen. And therefore, I think a lot of times on screen, you say things or act out in a way you would never normally do. And if you forget these skills, it can feel really uncomfortable when you meet up with these people in real life. Thirdly, it reduces your self-esteem. Let's face it, the better looking, the more swipes you're getting. And when you start comparing how you look to other people and you are on social media and you see these influencers and what these filters do, you can really become very judgmental, very critical, very jaded about yourself, all leading to a lower self-esteem than you started. It's very important that you don't start comparing. If you're using dating apps, make it known what you're looking for. And remember, keep it underneath the surface. The surface is only what you see. The make of the person, the essence of the person is always going to be more important. And lastly, too many choices make unhappy relationships. It's true in anything. The more choices you have, even if you go clothes shopping, if you have a whole load of different options, it's overwhelming. It stresses you out and you're never sure you made the right choice. This happens in relationships with dating apps. You're kind of going through quickly, looking at the overall. And when you settle on one person, always in the back of your mind is that trigger from the dopamine rush. Maybe your soulmate is one swipe away. Do you really want to stop here? Yes, you do want to stop here, but you don't, because once again, it's the addictive component pushing you forward. How can you minimize these? I'm going to tell you, therapy is a great option always. You can talk to a therapist. For those of my subscribers that don't have a lot of money and they're really looking as a way of self-helping themselves, they're disciplined, they're ready, they're emotionally mature, this is what you should do. First of all, be honest and candid on your profile. The more transparent you are on your dating profile, the more that person knows about you. Claim yourself. Who are you? What do you stand for? Be honest about it. Dating you have to take a risk. Therefore, you have to be courageous. When you put down what you truly want, who you truly are, expect some rejection. That would come in person too, but at the same time, when you put that down, you are standing up and advocating for yourself. Secondly, one app at a time. When you start doing multiple dating apps, you end up getting more and more unhappy, more and more confused, and it's much tougher to really find the person, a potential partner that you can have a serious relationship with. Thirdly, be upfront with your boundaries. What do you believe in? What do you value? Put that on the profile. Yes, you may get less dates, but remember my motto, it's quality, not quantity. The more people on your dating profile that are checking you off, liking you, that means you have not been definitive enough. You've been too afraid of rejection to put down what you want. I'm encouraging you to stand up for your values and put that down, making good, strong boundaries. You'll pick up less narcissists, less problems if you are clear about what you will and won't accept as a potential partner dating in the future. Number 4, limit your time on dating apps. I'm telling all my clients 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night, and that's enough. And lastly, meet people in real life. You don't know how? The best way you can meet people in real life is to sign up for something, get involved in a project, do something that's going to trigger your joy. When you're happy, feeling good about yourself, in some sort of a community or project that others are involved, you're going to put your best light on. You're going to be able to look around the room, kind of see other people who gel with you, and that is the best way, in my opinion, to find a potential partner in real life. Start out slow, doesn't have to be anything else but a connection. A connection leads to bigger things when you like who you are.